3 rounds of discussion with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from a Zoom call in Columbia, South Carolina, Matthew, aka the Unbreakable Spirit. And his opponent from a Zoom call in Atlanta, Georgia, Daniel, aka the Executioner. Take it away, Matthew.
Thank you, Jesse, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, everyone. This is episode number 83 of At Odds with the Unbreakable Spirit.
I'm the Executioner, Daniel Forever.
Yeah, we got 3 interesting topics for you, so let's run through them.
Topic number 1.
This might be old news at this point, but I honestly don't give a crap. Imperium potentially gain a new member.
Topic number 2.
The women's title is still being on the wrong brands, potentially.
Number 3.
Randy Orton being told by doctors to not step in a WWE ring again. Is the age of Orton over, people? But we'll discuss that in topic 3. Take it away, comrade.
Well, Ilya Dragunov being a part of Imperium, I find it kind of weird, to be honest.
Due to his history with Gunther?
Yes, due to his history, due to him being the one to end Gunther's first long ass title reign, I am not really sure how the character of Ilya Dragunov would fit in to Imperium. It'd be more interesting if they did it for like Nakamura or something.
Yeah, and for people that don't know what we're talking about, if you remember like 2 weeks ago, we talked about JD McDonough potentially joining Judgment Day. This is a very similar thing where Triple H is trying to create a new Undisputed Era.
Yeah, but it's just like, and also it's just, I don't know, with how much this guy likes to enjoy pain and all, because I mean, cause also is that like, if they're on the same side, then we won't get Ilya Dragunov versus Gunther for the Intercontinental title.
There's also the fact that Ilya Dragunov was not called up in the draft.
Yeah, and that personal shit doesn't really kind of bother me
I'm not saying
anymore.
that's a bother. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but it's just um I want to say like if you're getting yourself like if you're gonna join a group and you got history with the leader of the group, the shit's gonna need to make sense.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to like I'm gonna need you guys to I'm gonna need the WWE to explain to me why should Ilya Dragunov be a part of this faction when the last time
Honestly, it's
they
probably just because he's European.
that's kind of
Racist.
I'm not gonna, yes, but I guess it's
Hey,
just
it's
like
just a theory.
yeah, but it's just like I want to say like if they do get him, maybe get someone like who deserves like a redesign, a reboot. Maybe like hell, I don't know. Like hell, get somebody that's actually good. Like even the Dragunov, don't get me wrong, is good. But I would rather see, I don't know, maybe like shit, Dolph Ziggler. That way he's actually doing something. Because like I would rather see me personally, I would rather see an Ilya Dragunov versus Gunther on the main roster for Gunther's Intercontinental Championship than has he to be allies. What would you like? What's your thought?
Honestly, I don't know. To be honest, since we didn't watch NXT UK, I'm not very familiar with Ilya Dragunov.
I mean, yeah,
I mean, I
true,
know
but
he's been on NXT for a while now since the UK branch got shut down. Um, well, not shut down, more like rebooted, I guess,
yeah.
or at least it should be by the end of the year.
Anyway, what's your point?
My point is that I don't know if we're able to judge Ilya enough because his appearances on NXT haven't been that many.
True, even though he's currently in a feud with Dijak right now.
Yeah, but normally, like after a rivalry, he disappears for a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's probably due to like visa or some shit like that.
Yeah, his work visa.
Yeah, but me personally, would I like to? Would I think they would make interesting allies? Yes, I admit I think that they would be interesting allies. But would I rather see a fatal four way between Gunther, Sheamus, and McIntyre
And
for the
Dragunov.
Gunther, yeah, and Dragunov for the Intercontinental Championship? Would that be one of the most hard hitting fatal four ways of all fucking time? Absolutely.
So basically, a topic that was supposed to be about him potentially joining Imperium is why he turned into why he shouldn't join Imperium.
Yeah, because honestly, don't get me wrong. If he does join Imperium, fine. Just let the shit. Don't just add him to the group to add him to the group. The shit needs to make sense.
Yeah,
What's his reason? Like, if you have a history with somebody and you have a long, bloody, brutal history with with said person, and then they randomly tell you that you're gonna join a faction with said guy, you need to have a good. As long as the story's good, I don't really care. But I would rather see him try to dethrone. Hell, maybe have him lose to Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship and then join the faction.
yeah, we'll be back with topic 2. And we are back with topic number 2, the women's titles potentially
On the
being on the
wrong
wrong
brand.
brand. For disclosure, we are recording this the day after the previous other episodes. So at the time of recording, Now
Yeah,
Champions still has not happened.
no, would have already happened.
At the time of recording.
Oh, right, at the time of recording, yeah. But by the time, anyways, just say my thoughts are. What are your thoughts on the championships being on the wrong damn
I
brand?
really wish they would have switched them at the Rumble. But who knows? Maybe something's gonna happen at Night Champions.
Oh, I mean, cause okay, this is gonna sound like a ridiculous, like this. No. I'm just gonna state my opinion here. Is that if the championships are called the SmackDown Women's Championship and the Raw Women's Championship, shouldn't said championships be automatically locked in to said brand?
Yeah, like the Raw tag team and the SmackDown tag team. Oh wait, those are unified.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just if you're gonna hey, and also Because otherwise, you end up like a whole like Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair weird ass situation.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, last year they had the tag, like, didn't they have like the women's champions and the tag team champions switch titles last year?
no, just a tag team champion
Uh, why
before the
can't they do
unification.
that for the women's?
Yeah, because
Technically, Rhea should be the Raw Women's Champion, and Bianca should be the SmackDown.
but maybe it's the fact is that would end Becky's historic title run.
How is Becky Lynch involved in this?
No, I know, excuse me, Bianca's title run.
Yeah, but it would also make her a 3-time SmackDown Women's Champion.
True. But I mean, honestly, honestly, this shit's making no damn sense to me. Like, if you got
We have been
champion,
putting this off for so long that it is legitimately frustrating to talk about this, people. Like,
okay,
we hinted at our opinions on this in the Rumble prediction battle,
okay,
but that wasn't enough, apparently, because I came up with this topic on like
yeah,
Tuesday.
okay. Uh, really know what you're mentioning that, but okay. But anyway, it's just like the point that is, it just makes the draft seem, and I hate to say this here, but I really mean this. It makes the draft honestly kind of fucking pointless.
Oh, believe me, there's an article on Ringside that I saw that we didn't choose to talk about, saying how WWE already ruined the brand split.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest, folks. There's like, if you got titles for your certain brands, even if you got unified champions, great. Have them, sign like free agent. Have them have dual brand contracts. Hell, maybe the best way to actually have actually have a brand split is to have not, and I hate to say this, I don't actually. Maybe not have Adam Pierce be the GM for both shows. Maybe have a GM for one show and the other show.
Or maybe when you're doing a draft, whatever champions you have, lock them to their respective shows. Do not add them into the draft pool.
Yeah,
That way, Roman could still be on SmackDown and we still get the World Heavyweight Championship.
yeah, because otherwise, if you got two, sure, you could have the Intercontinental and United States title flop brand. But if you got like major titles or women's titles or the tag team titles, those shit fine. It's that women's tag team, sure, whatever. They can change brands. But it's just if you got shit that requires them to shift brands, fine. But otherwise, if you got like the free agent people, it just makes the draft even more pointless.
Yeah,
To be
and
honest.
here's what I would do with what do you call it? Free agent. If they win a title, I would lock them to the show for the title they won.
Or this is just another idea is if like do like a Heath Slater sort of shit, have them show up and if they win a match they get a brand for that brand's contract because this is gonna sound honestly kind of ridiculous, but actually no, this might not sound ridiculous, but this honestly is the point is when they had the draft back in 2016, they actually had a brand split, and the brand split actually made sense. You actually had two separate people for two separate brands. But every time you do it, like, maybe not do it every year. Maybe do it like once, like every 2 years.
Yeah, and WWE does realize that Von Wagner is appearing on 3 brands, right?
Yeah, we'll be back with
The
the next topic.
third and final and probably saddest topic of this episode.
Hello, everybody. We are back with the third and final topic of this episode. Possibly Randy Orton's maybe career might be over.
Yeah,
Might.
doctors are telling Randy Orton to not step back in a WWE ring.
But
You're probably
according,
wondering who the hell is our source on this. Well, multiple wrestling news sites. You're probably
no,
wondering, so that's a secondhand source. Who's their source? Cowboy Bob freaking Orton.
yeah, because according to Bob Orton, he says is that Randy Orton is still training. The doctors are saying no, but Randy will do. Hey, if Randy wants to go back into the ring, nobody get Randy. Hey, because here's the thing. This is something I have heard. But Randy Orton makes about 3.4 to $4 million per fucking year.
Yeah, but the back injury might just, make
I
him
mean,
reconsider.
yeah, but hey, if Randy Orton wants to, yeah, if Randy Orton, if this is the end of Randy Orton's career, it's been a hell of a run. But it's just if he does decide to come back, I think that maybe don't do the RKO. I think maybe just don't do the RKO a whole lot. Maybe do the punt as your finisher instead.
Yeah, I think now correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he was the last of the full time OVW 02 class
Yep,
because Batista retired,
yep.
John Cena
After,
part times,
yep.
Brock Lesnar part times.
Now full time.
I
Seems like,
he wait
seems like.
Lesnar's full time.
I mean, because he's competed at every single. He's competed like at every single pay per view this year.
Well, yeah, but I don't think that means full time. When I say full time, I mean showing up 300 days a year, 52 weeks, and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, but it's just hey, if Randy Orton does retire, great. But it's up to I mean, like, yeah, if Randy Orton wants to end his career, hey, if
If he
Randy Orton
wants
wants,
to end his career, at least take the RKO back from Riddle.
yeah, maybe that could be a time. Like maybe just hell, I don't know. Okay, here's an idea. If you want to bring Randy Orton back, have him be a heel authority figure.
Yeah, I mean, WWE video games did that on
Yeah,
multiple occasions.
yeah. But that's just like, dude, if you got like, hey, if Randy be like, hey, I can't wrestle, why can't I just be that absolute asshole authority figure?
Yeah. Well, okay, the second time he wasn't really an asshole, but you know what I mean. The first
Yeah,
time
but
he was definitely the heel authority figure because he was the Raw GM. The second time he was a GM, I'm pretty sure it was also for Raw.
yeah. So maybe give him Raw and give
Adam
Adam
Pearce
Pearce.
SmackDown.
No, yeah, just an honest thought. But I mean, like, yeah, if Randy Orton's career is over, I say honestly, thank you. I'm glad that I have seen. I could say I have seen Randy Orton wrestle multiple occasions.
I can say the same.
Yeah, but it's just if Randy Orton isn't done and he wants to come back, I mean, hey, if Edge can come back from a neck injury, who knows?
And Edge
Maybe,
isn't the only one to come back from a neck, which is spinal injury. So did Paige.
true.
Though admittedly she's told Saraya now or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and I'm
right.
pretty sure Randy's back injury, isn't that spinal related as well?
Yep.
So he could possibly come back.
I
Would it
mean,
be
hell.
wise? Probably not. He's in his 40s. I think
I
I
mean,
read he's
hell.
49.
I mean, hell. I mean, hell. Sting came out of retirement. That man's in his fucking 60s.
Yeah, and Ric Flair recently retired, and that guy's probably in like his 70s or something.
He is. He's like 74, 75.
And,
What is Ric
and
Flair?
we already know Vince McMahon doesn't know what a retirement is.
Yeah, but it's just like, hey, if Randy Orton does, like, honestly, if Randy Orton does want to retire, great. He should. But if Randy Orton does, want to come back, maybe have him transition to part time.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't like part-time champions, so Randy may never win a title again if he goes part-time, in my opinion. But I
I mean,
digress.
unless he goes after the World Heavyweight, the new one.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, maybe that's what. Hell, I don't know. Maybe Randy Orton comes back and wins the world title. Then you're like, okay, I'm the inaugural world champion. I'm done.
Yeah, but
Really?
I don't think they're going to turn the finals of that tournament into a triple threat. I
Really?
think what I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with WWE logic, but I think what's gonna happen is curb stomp 1, 2, 3 as Seth is celebrating RKO out of nowhere.
But yeah, but keep in mind, you know what? I'll save that thought for later. But keep in mind, with Seth being in Captain America: New World Order, I don't know.
Yeah, which we'll be talking about him being in that movie next week, for just as a little hint for you guys.
Yeah, but it's just I personally, if Randy Orton's done as a wrestler, fine. Honestly, he's great. But I would want Randy Orton to come back just to be the heel authority figure. Hell, I would want to have him be worse of a GM than worse of a heel GM than Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, if the age of Orton as an active wrestler is over, thank
There's
you for
always,
so much entertainment and funny moments, Randy.
but
But let's hope you turn heel before you retire.
yeah, but also it's just Randy. I know you're probably not listening to this, but it's just hey, if you want to be on TV every single week, every week, but you can't wrestle, what better way than to be the asshole authority figure?
Or just take out Adam Pearce and take his position.
Yeah, there's that too.
And with that very ominous note, we are out of time for this episode.
Bye.
Roll that
Roll
outro.
that outro.
Thank you for listening to At Odds, hosted by the Unbreakable Spirit,
And the executioner.
edited by the Unbreakable Spirit. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MTS_life_0126.
You can follow me on Instagram at DanTravis121, and you can also follow me on the Twitter at DanTheExecutioner21.
And you can follow the podcast at Odds Podcast. We'll be back next week with more debates and discussions. But until then, the Executioner and the Unbreakable Spirit will still be at odds.
Thank you, losers.